Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another renovation. And we're actually in Selvadorada, and I'm super stoked to be here because I loaded up my game the other day and I was like, I really want to build in a world that I haven't built in a very long time. And Selvadorada is definitely one of those worlds. I find it exceptionally difficult to build in for me personally. I think the last time I did was actually just like this big, I don't know, it was kind of like almost a mission style home. It was a rental for a family. And I did that months and months ago at this point, like literally last year, ha ha ha. But no, like it was a long time ago. So I was really excited to go here. And I tried to build something for a while. And then I was like, wait a minute. Why don't I just renovate one of these lots? Because if you guys did not know, I'm starting to do, I'm not going to call it a series by any means, but I'm starting to do more renovations of EA builds because when I first decided to build in The Sims, I've only shared this maybe a few times, but when I first decided to start building in The Sims 4, I started by renovating lots because I had no freaking clue what I was doing. I had never built in any of the other previous Sims games, and when I got The Sims 4 for years, I was just playing it. I wasn't building or anything of the like, so I had no idea what I was doing, and therefore, I would renovate lots to my liking, and that is also why my name is MissSimReno, even though you want to say renovation, so everyone says Reno correctly. I'm the one that says it wrong, because everyone thinks Reno, Nevada, but... But yeah, that's actually how my channel came to be and how I started even building The Sims in the first place. So I decided that in the new year, I would dedicate more time to renovating lots and seeing what I could do, because originally this lot here, Hillview Hideaway is what it's called in Selvadorada, I despised this lot. I despised it so much, and I was like, if I can make it look like something I enjoy, then I've achieved something great in my opinion, because I really didn't like this lot. But you can see that we are of course renovating it. So I started on the exterior just to try to make it into a shape I enjoyed. Some of this like terraced stuff that I did, these kind of overhangs, I guess, I was seeing them in some of the other builds in Selvadorada. So what I did before I even started is I went to all of the lots in this world to kind of see some of the details that EA had put on these lots. And I tried to replicate some of those just in a way that I enjoyed for this lot in particular. And I wanted to keep this outside fireplace. I love this fireplace so much. I added a grill though and a few different decorations, and I really just kind of extended this, I'll call it a patio area. I just extended it a little bit to have a little bit more room to play around with. Now I wanted there to be lounge chairs because when we got Jungle Adventure, lounge chairs did not exist. So I did take this umbrella from the debug menu from my wedding stories because I think it was the one that was going to best fit this world. The other ones were a little bit too modern. We have one from Get Together and one from Seasons, but I really liked this one. And then I started working on the landscaping, which to be completely honest, I probably could have left the landscaping from the original build, like not even touched it and still very much enjoyed it. But I did redo it anyway, and it was okay. It looks a little bit too overgrown, maybe for my liking. In certain areas, it's more overgrown than others. I don't know. I wasn't completely sold on my landscaping here. I always seem to struggle with landscaping in this world in particular, but I was okay with the end result. You could, of course, make any changes that you see fit. But I pretty much kept the exterior the same in a lot of ways. I just kind of changed the outside wall texture and the roof and added those little terraced pieces and changed where the windows were situated because I didn't like where they were all situated, but I did, generally speaking, keep the same floor plan as well. The only thing I did is I separated I think it's the living room and the bedroom, because this is only a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom rental. I would see this as an ideal vacation spot for like a honeymoon or really just a couple that's looking to get away or something like that. But yeah, I separated those rooms, but I didn't actually separate them with a door. I separated them with a wall and a few archways, which you'll see when we kind of get onto the interior. But I only made very minor changes in that regard. And of course, the furnishings are all different because I wanted this to be a lot more decorated and just seem a lot more lively, I guess, with a few more things to do. So, you know, you've got lounge chairs now, you've got a grill, you do have the outside fireplace, a little tiny 2-person cedar outside dining. You've got this bench out near the front door. So I could imagine just coming out there I don't know, in the morning or the late evening and just kind of enjoying a book or something. That was kind of my thought. And I really liked adding this, what's it called? Mailbox from the Werewolves game pack. I don't know why. It really excited me just because it looks like it was made out of some of the wood, like some of the trees in this world. I really liked it. But now we are working on the interior. So again, I did separate the living space and the bedroom, but everything is pretty much in the same spot. The only thing I did too is I extended the bathroom just a little bit because I wanted it to be a bigger bathroom, considering this was kind of a more of a couple's getaway than a family one. I just thought it would be just a little bit more luxurious, if you will. I don't know. I also added these flower boxes from Cottage Living because I thought they really complemented this world and the colors that I chose. And I did take one of those fireplaces and I sized it down for the living room because I love it so much, but I think it's too tall for the regular wall height. It has to be for like a medium wall height, and I didn't want to work with a medium wall height for this build. So I did just size it down. It works perfectly fine. But if you were wondering, that is what I ended up doing. I used the tool mod. I also used these curtains from the Desert Luxe kit. I thought it was such a good opportunity for that window in particular. And I kind of went with a lighter color scheme than I was anticipating on the interior. I wanted to go really dark woods at first, but I was gravitating towards the lighter woods. And then I went with almost the cream colored woods for a lot of the furnishings, which I thought was really nice. And now you can see I was trying to lay it out to where there would be a TV on kind of this opposite wall, like underneath that window. But I was really struggling with the layout of this room, and I don't know why. It was so difficult. I think I was trying to lay out like too much seating. I don't know. I just really struggled with it. I really did, because I knew that I wanted there to be something to each side of the fireplace. And I was just like, how the heck do I coordinate this? Like what do I do? How much seating do I actually even need? Because this is, again, just for maybe a couple of Sims who are going on like their honeymoon or a little private vacation. I don't need like 3 couches in here. I don't need a lot of entertainment in here either. So what I ended up doing is I did end up ditching the idea of a TV. So there's no television in this build at all, which I kind of like, because when my Sims are on vacation, I don't want them to just be sitting inside their rental watching TV. I mean, it's a nice alternative if the weather is kind of garbagey, but you can add a TV if you so choose, but I decided not to put one in this build at all. There is a bookcase though, so they can like read books and chat and do stuff like that to keep themselves entertained. And then I just ended up putting an armchair on each side of the fireplace, as well as this nice coffee table, the full couch, and then there's just a console table off to the other side. Actually, you know what? I think I swap out this armchair here. I think I put another couch underneath this, but I do it a little bit later on after I work on the bedroom, just because I struggled to decorate this. And I was also trying not to over clutter this build because it's a rental. So I didn't want there to be a ton of personalization or customization, really. I just wanted it to be kind of a very standard build, which I think was hard for me because I often build pretty cluttered family homes or apartments. So doing a rental with minimal decoration was really difficult, especially in the kitchen, which is what we're working on now. So I didn't use the fridge from Jungle Adventure, but I did use this one from the Country Kitchen kit because of the nice blue color. I thought that was so pretty. And I just used the white swatch of the stove that we got with the Jungle Adventure game pack, as well as these counters and overhead cabinets. And then I was able to squeeze in just a little tiny breakfast table in here, which I thought was perfect. So that way, if it is kind of, garbagey outside with the weather, they could at least eat inside here in the kitchen. And there's the sink, the stove, the fridge, and then I think I add a microwave as well as a coffee pot, because I think any rental should have a coffee pot. I'm just saying, maybe even a tea magic brewer. I could have used that too. I chose the coffee pot because I'm a coffee gal myself. But yeah, the clutter is very minimal. There's like a couple of little canisters of things, and then you've got the utensils. I also hung the pots and pans kind of on part of the frame of the window. I really liked it. I was a little bit hesitant, but I think it actually blends in pretty nicely. If you disagree, you can just delete it, but I actually really liked it. And that was pretty much it for the kitchen. I did not clutter it up that much at all. I left the big china cabinet pretty much empty. And then I moved on to the bedroom, where there is this beautiful double bed. I used this rug here from the Jungle Adventure pack as well. I kind of went with these soft wood tones and grays. I thought it looked really pretty together. I also, of course, added this giant stand-up mirror that we have with that pack that I don't get to use very often, so it was very nice to use it here. There is is a dresser, and what I do, just because I thought it was kind of cute, is I take the dresser from the Werewolves game pack, which are basically like stacked, they look like stacked trunks. And I say trunks because it's the first thing that came to mind. I don't know, they're like suitcases. And I put them at the end of the bed because it kind of looks like they brought them on vacation, and those are like their trunks. Like that's the luggage that they brought with them. I thought it was a cute idea. I don't know why I'm like getting quieter and quieter as I say it, but I thought it was cute. I sized it down one just to make it look a little bit more reasonable with the room. And then I just ended up working on the bathroom, which has a really beautiful tub, a double sink, and of course a toilet, you know, all the things that your Sims would need for a bathroom. I didn't add a shower, so if you want to add a shower, you can definitely do that. But that is pretty much it for this renovation. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you next time I post a video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.